Hi guys! Today's video is going to be, generally be on weight. And the reason I bring this up is because I discovered yesterday I've gotten up to 160 pounds. Now normally that'd be alright, or at least not overweight, but I'm just over 5'1". So I'm overweight. That's way too much. So the reason I want to talk about weight is to just, in general, tell you, be careful, be safe, eat right. Now, if you are overweight like I am, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Even if your doctor says, man, you are way too big, you need to slow down. Yes, it is a doctor. Yes, you should listen. But that doesn't mean it's a horrible, horrible thing unless it affects your health. So far as I can tell, it hasn't really affected my health any more so than usual. But it makes it harder to exercise because there's more to me, more that I have to work with. And I'm hungrier because my stomach is bigger. I think that's how that works. Sorry if I'm wrong. I went to my diabetes doctor today. A new doctor. It's a new doctor because I moved. But anyway, he saw my weight, and I somehow mentioned I'm too big, or I don't really exercise. I eat a lot, that sort of thing. So he offered me a medicine that it's generally for type 2 diabetes, but it can help type 1, which is the type I have, and help with weight. And he also gave me this really cool little book called The Calorie King. And it literally has everything. It's got drinks, baking ingredients, alcoholic beverages, soups, snacks. It has seasonings and sauces, frozen pizza, milk, nuts and seeds, fish, cookies. It has everything. And it even has a section in the back, right about here, for fast food. And it includes McDonald's, which of course is very important since I work there. It also has Dippin' Dots, that's amazing. And Five Guys. It has Five Guys in here. If you have trouble losing weight, don't try ridiculous diets. I actually talked to my dad about this yesterday. All you really need to do is cut back on calories. I honestly probably eat around 3,000 calories a day, 3,500 calories a day, which is a lot more than what I need. The general number of calories that adults should eat in a day are, those with womanly bodies, those who are born female, are generally told to eat about 2,000 calories a day. So I'm already eating more than 1,000 calories a day, and that's been my biggest problem. I like eating. I'll admit, I just got done eating 2 grilled cheese sandwiches that I dipped in ranch. I eat way too much, and I eat way too much food with fat in it. And that's why this is going to be a huge help, because it's not even just fat. My dad suggested that I cut back to 1,800 calories, and that's just to start with. I mean, I'll probably be able to lose weight in a year, or get down to my goal in a year, which my goal is around 120 to 130-ish, which is about where I should be for my height. But that's literally it. Just cut back on calories. Do your best to count the calories if you have something my doctor gave this to me for free. I don't know how much these actually cost, but they could cost a little bit. And this one's from 2014 anyway. You'd probably want to get one from this year. Because I do notice there are like a couple things missing from the McDonald's list and a couple things that haven't been around for a year or so. So yeah, try to figure out about how many calories you eat in a day. Don't worry about counting them or anything first off, or don't worry about trying to like have as few as possible to start off with. Just count how many calories you have, and then just steadily cut back. Cut like 100 or so. Before I continue, I want you to make sure I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. These are suggestions. I'm, fairly certain. I know cutting back calories will help you, but if you seriously need help, like you've tried things and there's just no way, and you want to lose weight, or you feel you should because of health reasons or whatever, go see a doctor. Just go to a doctor, say, hey, my weight's a little obnoxious, I feel it's too much for my height. First of all, they'll check. Be like, alright, is it too much, or do you just think it's too much? So yeah, and they'll be able to help you find a way, even without medication or anything like that. They'll find a way to make you a diet plan, or give you one of these little Calorie King books, and help you count calories so that you can cut back. Exercising does help a lot, but I learned that today walking to and from work, which is like a good almost 30-minute walk there or back, it's an hour there and back, is enough. I don't feel like it is. It doesn't feel like it does much to me. Not to mention I do usually stand for 8 hours, and I actually just learned the other day or yesterday that actually cuts calories or burns calories too, just standing and doing a little bit of walking. So if you sit at work, try, even if you look a little silly, just stand up from your seat, jump around a little bit, do some jumping jacks, try to see if you can go to jog on your break or something like that. If you have a really cool office that has a gym in it, take advantage of it. If you have the money, try to see if you can get a gym membership. I think I've heard that like a cheaper one can be like $10-15 a month maybe. Don't be like me, please, and eat like there's no tomorrow and never move, or you will get up there. Now, it's not to say curvy girls are ugly or disgusting because they're big. No. You're gorgeous no matter what, and curves are amazing. That's also just not to say that guys only like curvy girls, or if you're really, really skinny, it's gross too. No. Your weight, I mean, the biggest thing about your weight is your health. Your health is very important, more than anything. And on that note, for those who have trouble gaining weight, you can do the same thing. Go to a doctor and tell them, like, hey, I can't get to this weight. It could just be genetic, and it can just be something where the doctor's like, you know what, there's nothing wrong. Just try to keep doing what you're doing. Eat a bunch, but, still be careful. You could also try building up muscle weight rather than just weight. So that way you can look pretty good while being able to lift heavy objects and stuff. But whether you are really, really thin, you're about average, or you're overweight, that doesn't make you any less of a person, any less valid in your gender or who you are. Just because I'm pudgy doesn't make me any less of a guy. I know short, pudgy guys. Not very well, but I know of them. I know they exist, is what I'm trying to say. And there's pudgy girls, for those who are going in the opposite direction. So even if you're chubby, no matter which way you're going, no matter what you are, it doesn't matter. If you're stick thin, and if you have an eating disorder that says, hey, you shouldn't eat, you're fat, I'm sorry. I have no idea what to say. My best friend has an eating disorder, and I never know what to say to them. I'm so sorry, can I try to tempt you with a little bit of food? I'll buy you food, I promise. By the way, if you have a friend or a family member who has an eating disorder, do not yell at them. It just makes them feel worse, and you are not being a great friend, sibling, family member by doing that. What I do, since I'm really nervous and scared, like, I don't know what to say, I kind of quietly just, like, it's alright. I promise you it's alright. You're not fat. You're not tiny thin either. I'm not going to lie to them, but, you know, what, is there something I can tempt you with? Can I try to get you to eat something small? You know, you do not, you shouldn't yell at anyone with a mental disorder of any sort. You shouldn't yell at anyone unless they can't hear you, or unless they've really pissed you off and they're not going to break down crying from you yelling at them. Anyway, I'm running out of time on this. Basically, be careful. Eat all you want. Just, you know, be careful how much of it you eat. Eat in moderation. There's the phrase I'm looking for. Eat in moderation. Try to exercise. Drink lots of water. If you have a choice, like going to a restaurant where you'd rather have, where you have like a difference between juice, soda, water, water will usually be the best choice, especially more than anything against soda, because it's got sugar and caffeine, and those add weight for sure. Juice is alright, you just need to be careful because those have a lot of sugar in them as well. You should drink lots of water anyway, especially if you're exercising, because you use up a lot of energy and you sweat a lot and you will dehydrate very quickly. I believe the recommendation is like 8 cups a day. Try to get that much. Try to get as much water as you can in you. Also being careful, because a lot of water can be dangerous too. Yeah, I think that's it. Just eat what you want. Don't let anybody be like, oh, you're eating that. Be like, yeah, I am. I like it. I think it tastes good. Anyway, I gotta keep going. Please remember your gender is valid. No matter what, you are valid. No matter what you look like, no matter what you weigh, no matter what. I hope you all are safe, you remain safe, and that your days and weeks, months, so on and so forth, are amazing. Bye!